I was just about to get into doing my dishes, which doesn't sound like something you'd take a video of. And I wasn't going to, but it occurs to me that um, it's important that people see the aftermath of what it's like when you have depression and you just fall into a big, ugly depression hole. Uh, it's not bad enough that you have to go through that. Then you have to crawl your way out. And then when you finally crawl your way out, you look around and you see the shambles that your living space has become. And it can be overwhelming. And I kid you not, sometimes that's enough to just send you right back into bed and and kind of slip down that slope. Sometimes you slip all the way back into the slope. Most of us cannot afford to have someone just come clean up after us because we had a depressive episode and wake up to a nice, fresh, clean house. Most of us wake up to absolute filth. Like it's gross because when you cannot bathe, you can't force yourself into the shower, you can't wash your hair, you have not brushed your teeth in a week. And I don't care if it sounds gross, that's just how it is. It is gross, but oh well, that's life. That is life as someone with really severe, for me, chronic major depression. Ooh, light went out. Okay. Um, so I'm making this to give you an idea of what it's like after you finally did the work that pulls you out of the hole. And keep in mind that I already started these dishes this morning, and it's now like 10 o'clock at night. So I'm going to take you on a little tour to just show you what's left. And bear in mind, I've already done like the really big pieces mostly. And quickly, I want to say, if you've been able to feed yourself once or twice a day when you are deeply, badly in a big, ugly depression hole, congratulations, because that is really good. You should be very proud of yourself. It's not easy. So yeah, let's take a tour of my filthy kitchen. Yay. Okay, let's take a tour. So this is the overflow that I took out of this part of the sink because when I get ready to actually start washing them, I'm going to take all the stuff out of this basin and put the basin here, and then I rinse, and then there's my hoo-ha deal. Not my hoo-ha, but you know what I mean. Literally all of my silverware is dirty. I did these few this morning because they are here. And this is where they have been for, a couple of weeks, probably. Took me a while to crawl out of the depression hole, and there I am. Then we've got the bigger things. I did use my crock pot, and I finally got that washed and put back in place, but the bottom part is not back up there yet. And this is definitely the strangest part, but when this sink gets completely filled up both sides, it's really overwhelming for me, and I won't even try to start that. I just won't. It's too much. It might even be enough to truly send me right back to bed. So my way of managing that, and it works, whether you think it's funny or not, I do this. I do that. It goes all the way back, top and bottom. And yeah, so, and the rest of the kitchen is filthy. The carpet is hideous. I need to sweep. Everything is just gross. So yeah, that's the major tour. So yeah, that's the aftermath. And if you've crawled out of that hole, congratulations, good on you. Almost all of us do it without any help, and it's really frustrating to hear people who don't have this say, just reach out, I would have helped you. If we could reach out, we would. We would. Most of us, this is my personal belief. I don't think I have data to back this up, but most people who have this kind of depression are also on the spectrum, whether they realize it or not, whether they've been diagnosed or not. And asking for help is not in our DNA. Like literally, it's just, we can't. I can't reach out and say, hey, can you come clean my place or just do some of my dishes so that I'm not so overwhelmed I don't just go back to bed and pull the covers over my head. I'm no more capable of doing that than I am of showering. If I can't even brush my teeth, what makes you think that I could reach out and ask someone to help? Can't do it. And I'm not alone. It's very common. Why do you think most people don't? Do you think if it was as simple as reaching out to someone that you know, and the thing is, you know, that person would do anything for you. They would come clean your entire house. If they can't do it, they would send someone to do it. If you were capable of reaching out and asking, if that's all it took, don't you think that fewer people would self-delete themselves? Does that make sense? So yeah, don't stop doing that. You can ask. I don't know anybody, and I know a lot of people living with this. I don't know anybody who's capable of picking up the phone and calling or texting and saying, hey, I'm in a really terrible, terrible place. If you could just, please don't even open my bedroom door. I'm filthy and gross and I don't want to see anybody. But if you could just do half of my dishes, it would make the difference of, and seriously, sometimes if you woke up out of a gross, nasty depression hole and your entire place was sparkling clean and smelled good, that very well might be what it took for it to lift you up enough to go get in the shower and chip the dirt off yourself because you haven't showered in 2 weeks. So maybe instead of what can I do for you or I'll do anything I can, reach out. If you suspect that somebody's in a bad place and you want to help, reach out and say, hey, can I come over and sit with you, hang out? Can we watch a show together? I'm starting a new Netflix. I want to binge some Netflix. Can we do that? Depending on how far down in it you are, it's a good chance that person might say no. But if you can tell from if you can tell, most of us know our friends well enough to know when something's wrong, something's off. Say, hey, you know what? I'm going to come over. I feel like something's off with you. You don't have to entertain me. I don't care how dirty your place is, but I just want to come over and pop in so that you can see that I'm here. Try that. That would probably be something that I would allow, even though it would be really hard. So that tour of my kitchen, that's just the kitchen. The rest of the place is an absolute disaster too. But one other thing is ADHD hyperfixation. If you're very lucky and the gods are smiling, you might get a fixation push after you climb out of that hole. I'm having one right now. It's not like mania, but it almost kind of feels like it because you go from being so low that you can barely lift your head off the pillow to, shit, I got to get this done. And it's not a fun high or anything like that. It's definitely not that. But it's a push. It's a push. And you know when you start it that you cannot stop. Like once I get started on these dishes, I can't stop. I cannot stop. I don't care what's happening. I will pee my pants. I already went to the bathroom, so I don't have to worry about that. I'm not going to drink any water until this is all done. And it probably won't take all that long. It's just, I've just been dreading it. And then I will move on, and I will keep moving on until the fixation ends. So if you're familiar with this whole cycle, congratulations for being here, for being on this planet watching this, because it's not easy. It's not easy. It's really hard. So congratulations, and keep up the good work, because whether we think we deserve to be here or want to be gone, I do deeply feel that there's a reason we're still here. Personally, I'm not thrilled about it, but there must be a reason, because I am incapable of making that happen. um, so yeah, congratulations, and keep on keeping on, okay?